Angelo here. Welcome to my channel, and welcome back viewers to my stream. I'm here with Mono, and we're just basically giving our quick overall thoughts on Path of Exile 2, I guess the second trailer, which is what should be playing in the background right now.
A gameplay trailer.
And also gameplay. And guys,
oh yeah, this is the trailer?
Well, this is the original trailer. It's only 2
okay.
minutes, and then from there it bleeds into gameplay, which you're seeing gameplay right now. And granted, Mono and I, we've only been playing this game for a little over a month. Only about a month. So we still have, I guess some people would say, the rose-tinted glasses on. But I also want to say is we're still taking our... I mean, just look at that. That's like the... Was it the Ming Warriors, right?
Yep.
And they're just coming to life. I mean, look at the shadows. Look at that.
He hates the fact that he's bald.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, it feels bad. And then that person was impaled. I mean, look at these are...
But it was through the stomach, not the... Or was it through the butt? I don't know.
Well, that's Vlad.
I don't want to
Vlad.
go back and see.
Oh, there's the hot chick. Was it Asala?
Oh,
yeah. She's the Shikema. I don't know if you remember the Shikema. That was in Act 4.
Yep.
On high, the one that that one dude wanted to take over. But I love the fact that the HP bars are fucking huge. And I love that they don't go away. See, look at that. The HP bar is always up there. You know how much... I mean, I play as a Necromancer. And there you go. Path of Exile 2. Love it. Can't wait. Problem being... 2022. And I highly doubt it's going to be early 2022. It's most likely going to be like spring. Maybe even summer. If it's early, that would be awesome. And then let's... homeboy... Chris Wilson. I'm not going to lie, dude. Some people may be hating on the man, but... He knows what he wants. He's quick with it. He talks pretty fast. He talks concise. He talks clear. And, I mean, we're going into it. I mean, look. The gem system's cool. The new intro's cool. The new ascendancy's cool. The new graphics. The new layout. It just... Path of Exile 2 looks fucking amazing.
Yup. Can't wait.
And also, as Mono was saying, I didn't notice it before, but if you see... It's sin and innocence, right?
Yep.
As your health and MP bars. I didn't notice it. And then, Mono pointed that out. I'm like, okay, cool, I like it. And I know that...
Wait, are those peoples?
I think so.
That's a rough way to go.
That is, I forgot what they were saying. He was talking about that was Act 1 or Act 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then now this is when he's kind of talking about Act 2 starting.
Just like Act 2 in PoE.
Yeah, I mean...
It's in the desert.
It's in the desert. Is it?
I think it is.
No, Act 2 is in the forest.
Is it?
Yeah, that's right after you get out fighting the prison
My
and
bad.
Brutus. The desert is what, Act 3?
Oh, okay. Maybe this is also Act 3.
No, this is Act 2. This is Act 2. But remember, the way that they were talking about it, and they were saying things like, oh, how we made bosses and mini-bosses in Path of Exile 1 was, make a regular guy and give him a heavy strike. And then it's like, get a regular Roa and give it an aura and make that... like, those are the bosses or the mini-bosses. Now, I mean, in addition to that, I mean, we're just jumping and just... now it's pure gameplay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's Zhao Yun, right? This is Dynasty Warriors now. You got that. And I like the fact that if you want to play in the face in there, but they also want you to play all. They want you to be defensive. They want you to be offensive. They want you to be ranged. They want you to be... I love the fact, I mean, like, honestly, sorry, Blizzard. I mean, they lost it a long time ago. But how are they supposed to compete against this? Honestly, there's no way that they can compete against this. Absolutely none. And just, they have completely taken the market. So now it's almost like Diablo who? Because these guys... They took the torch and they ran with it. Like, actually, they took the baton because it was laying on the floor and it was all dirty and fucking had, cobwebs and everything on it. And they're like, they dusted that bitch off and they're like, we could work with this. And then they made it. And look at this. This is a boss encounter where the boss slams down. And when it slams down, the fucking roof caves in and it shows more light. What fucking games are able to do that right now? That is fucking sick. And I know that, the speedrunners will finish this in like 0.3 seconds. But I mean, definitely, you gotta get the light, Again, this was my live recording. We were just talking about it, but And look at that. And of course, if you're smart, whenever that thing slams down, you want to go into the light. Because if you don't, that's when the crap can fall down on you. But I noticed these guys, they play it risky. And also, I'm disgusted that he did not pick up all that loot.
Yeah,
Nani the fuck. But exactly, yeah. Pick up the damn loot.
The new monsters look cool, too.
Exactly. Like, those are like daddy long leg spiders.
Yeah.
Although, realistically, they're not going to hurt humans. But, I mean, you know...
At that size,
At that size, they'll probably fuck you.
The small ones, they can't break through your skin.
Oh, that's true.
If you didn't have skin, you would die if they bit you.
Yeah, because like
your skin protects you from them.
Their poison is incredibly toxic and volatile. But against any other thing, yeah, so I guess a daddy long leg...
That size?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fang was punctured through you.
But I was more talking about, like, the boss model, even though it just looks like a big version of that guy. It still looks cool.
Well, I mean, come on, you know, like, technically you can say cut quarters, but they're still... Like, the more you go throughout this entire setting and see, and just lighting, like, who the fuck needs ray tracing? Unless that is ray tracing. So if it is, then my bad. But I'm just, I mean, just look at the way it lights up. Shadows. Now that, in my opinion, is the correct way to do shadows. Like, just look at the monsters. When they die, now you can see, like, a perfect, wherever you are the light source. And that is so cool. In this game, you see that? You are the light source, so wherever you are, the shadows reflect off of you. So you can see, like, the spiders when they go, and then just...
That's a beautiful game.
And I think it's only 1 year away. Because technically the competition for this game...
I would say to give him a bit more leeway there, like a year and a half.
Okay, a year and a half, so basically, yeah. This time, well, maybe like June, July next year. Because, you know, again, don't rush anybody, and if you rush them... Usually bad things happen. And then not only that, that was the first time we ever saw spears.
It's like that one quote, a delayed game can always be good, but a rushed game will always be bad.
I don't even have to talk about, I guess, what is it? Cyberbug 2077?
Terrible.
I can't take credit for that. I think, who said that? What was that? Pablo? What was it?
So, yeah.
Might have been Pablo talking about that. Dave and Pablo were talking about that in chat, And what's cool about also here, Asala. Yeah, baby. Look at that.
She has
chick.
as much armor as those protagonists in anime.
It's all good, man. She's just like, you know, Conan the Barbarian, dude. I can dig it, you know. It just appeals to the male fantasy. But hey, man, you know, for a female, she needs to be quick and agile. You know, what's the point of her carrying all that armor? It's just gonna clank, 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 clank.
I mean, the thing is, she has the armor on her shoulders. But then, like, she has, like, a bikini top of chainmail on her chest. I don't know. I'm not hating. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just,
you know, she has to cover all her assets, okay? She is the Sakema, right? Or the leader. Stop being a hater. But anyway, this is the... Now, I don't know. I might try and cut this audio in.
Like she always talks
every time
about what she's
like,
going to use, like...
Incinerate bolt. Piercing bolt. Sounds like a fighting game.
Incendiary bolts.
Incinerate bolt.
Well, see, the idea that I felt behind that is as a new player...
You need to know what you're shooting.
Yeah, and they're not going to understand that, oh, I'm shooting the wrong arrow.
To me, I think it's perfect. I believe they're going to allow you to turn that off.
Then the dev podcast, they're saying that you're going to be able to switch off the voices.
To me, that's very sad because that reminds me very much of like Marvel's Capcom 3 when you're playing as like Hawkeye and he's like, oh, you know, ice shot, or, you know, it's like, and he just, you know, like he would always do all of his things and just like arrow, you know, like I forgot now. It's been too goddamn long, but yeah, Hawkeye would be doing all of his moves and he would just be like, you know, like.
Yeah.
He would just call out
like
a shot. It reminded me of a fighting game.
Yeah.
I'm totally down. You know, I haven't played fighting games again since Marvel's Capcom 3. Probably one of the greatest fighting games ever. You know, Capcom. You just had to pay that $300,000. You could have had it. Could have had it. That's it.
You didn't like Infinite? JK.
Oh yeah, I loved it as much as what is it? Street Fighter Cross Tekken, or was it? Yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. The Gem Wars. I love that one. That was the best. Almost as good as Street Fighter 5.
Is that... Who even plays that? Anyway.
Supposedly people do, but anyway. Ah, man. just, I mean, look at, and this is like a boss. This is a mini boss. Now, obviously, they've come a long way from just having a Roa with an aura.
Yeah, this boss looks cool.
Like, what's her name? Like, Little...
Lim the Impaler?
Yeah, Lim the Impaler, kind of like, you know, the play on Vlad the Impaler. And look, like, it looks like she has a whip, potentially. And he was talking about there's going to be new weapon types. And they're probably messing with all sorts of new things. And I think whips are going to be one of them. And I like that. Look at this. You take that, you move it over. There's already 4 slots. Boom. Instantly, all your gems move over. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, especially as a new player, for us, we were struggling with the gem system, and we still are. Still figuring out. Okay, you're supposed to have a lot of support gems. To be able to do the more difficult battles. But now they're getting rid of the links, and then your gem sockets are your sockets, right?
Sockets are still there, but it's
all on your character.
No, it's in your gems. You jeweler orb your gems.
But basically, whatever your gem slots are, it converts to every weapon, or boot, or helmet, or armor.
Okay, you're right about that. But like, you know, the extra sockets are on the gem itself.
Okay.
So like, you would take, like, let's say, like, for instance, the person's doing ice shot. I'm assuming that's ice shot.
Yeah.
You have ice shot, but then you put your ice shot in your character's spot, and then you can jeweler orb that to get more links out of that.
Oh, so that's why you only see 4 gems.
That's why you only see 4. Yeah.
So then it simplifies it, but
it
there's also
it's still, the complexity's still there, and the game is still there, and I like the fact that, all right, if you play Diablo 1, no one gives a fuck about you in Diablo 2. It's Diablo 2 or get the fuck out, you know? But this game, if you play Path of Exile 1, guess what? You are still here. The end game is the same, but now I believe Path of Exile 2's engine is going to be overtaking the current Path of Exile 1 because it's just so much better. The animation is so much more crisp. I mean, just look at this game. It looks amazing.
So I guess we stop hoarding fusings?
We use the fusings, but we don't need to hoard them anymore. And I'm assuming... But again, we still need them for at least another year.
Okay.
But I would say by the end of 2021, Orb of Fusings are going to be going the way of the dodo.
So basically what you're saying is each gem will have its own slots.
And well, actually, the gem is what you jeweler orb.
Okay.
Because your gem is going to be the thing where maybe you can have more items in there.
So you would be able to have more skills to activate.
But it's all based on your one main gem, and then all your support gems go in there. So instead of having like your supports and your gems, it's gonna revolutionize everything. And also, look at this boss.
So I'm awesome. Not just gonna be flicker, strike, and leap slam. I'm actually gonna have all these different skills.
No,
to fight.
You'll have leap slam, and then you can add all the things to that one thing. Then you have flicker strike, and you can add all those things to that one thing.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to see how they fully flesh it out, but that's my understanding. Like, I had to do a lot, and again, if you don't like doing research technically or just kind of figuring shit out, you're gonna hate this fucking game, and I can understand that.
I don't know. Two doesn't seem to be. It's not gonna be as complex. And if it gets rid of the ascendancies, the labyrinths and shit, and the trials.
Now that may or may not be, but then they might be getting rid of it, but they said it's going to be a different way. Like, you're going to have to do it through the story, or maybe you have to do a quest as your character. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
If you're like what is it, the metamorph guy, the morphling, or a shapeshifter. If you're a shapeshifter, and when you play a shapeshifter, you would have to, I don't know, do something like a quest where you, I don't know, hunt another shapeshifter, and that's how you become the better shapeshifter. I don't know. Or that would make sense, like, if you're just a regular character, but you want to be a shapeshifter, and you have to do a quest of hunting a shapeshifter, and then at the end of it, you get bit, now you're a you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That makes more sense, other than it's like, hey, I'm going to be a necromancer because I fought some buzzsaws and all those other kind of things. Burning ground, and now I'm in charge of zombies.
Darts that slow you.
Oh, yep, poison. Well, actually, the poison darts aren't really in the actual Ascendancy labyrinth.
The spikes?
Oh, the spike. Yeah, those things. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, another thing also, if you look at this, hopefully this doesn't go on too long, but that is a mobile background. Do you see that? So technically,
Mortal Engines.
I would assume yes, but I'm
It's
not,
a terrible movie. Don't
okay,
worry.
I'm not quite familiar with it. I don't know if it's an anime or a cartoon or something.
It's a terrible movie that flopped.
It's an actual like movie,
Yeah,
or is it like a cartoon?
It was supposed to be the next big like trilogy. All right, we're
Okay. Anyway, we move around a lot. You know, kind of like the whole Ninja Scroll thing we were debating
yeah.
about with the tree, the chick in the tree.
Yeah.
But
Harvest.
yeah, that. But there we go. So.
And then you get something. All right, never mind.
Anyway, so that's probably where they got the idea. Anyway, guys, this game's awesome. These characters are so cool. They changed the icon a bit, and this is something I was kind of complaining about before. It's like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Now, if you look at it, you can see the picture. So that's Rizu right there. And there's a little picture of it, just like Asala and all that stuff.
You can see Asala's lack of armor.
What are you talking about? That's just enough. That's good. That's good enough. I'm down with it. But anyway, guys, thank you very much. As you can see, I'm just overall gushing over this game. This game is just too cool. I really enjoy it. Hopefully you guys were blown away by it.
Wait. You ain't ending this yet.
That's true.
The spear or the crossbow? I like the crossbow more.
The crossbow is cool, but I don't know, man. That spear looks pretty good, especially if you are down to try and hit / move. And you just want to play like Dynasty Warriors or even like a better For Honor against the PvE kind of system, then the spear is probably amazing. Especially you can go and go la 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 la, you know, and just like do that fucking 1,000 stab all day. But the crossbow is definitely going to be like, I could see a lot of people using the crossbow. But notice everything's a bolt because you're not going to be shooting it like an arrow, like an archer. It's not going to be a zig, 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 which you could probably still do, but
change the different.
Yeah, so now you're like, so, boom, zook, boom. Like it all makes sense. I like how it's different, but it's not that different.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's kind of different, but it's not that different. But yeah, guys, we've been talking for almost 20 minutes already, and hopefully this background video you're seeing here is pretty excellent and awesome. Thank you guys very much for watching, and this is a semi-noob, Angelo here with Mono.
Yep.
And we just want to say thank you again to guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I got to also say, this is a really cool community because they allow you to restream and they don't really bitch at you or anything like that. Because like there's a bunch of people, we're all streaming. And anyone that was streaming today or 4/8/2021 of the day of it, if anyone was in my stream and they watched for 30 minutes, dude, they got these wings that cost like $32, and that's sick. But anyway, guys, thank you guys very much for watching again, and we'll see you guys out there. Later.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!